Hi ladies and gentlemen, this is Tony Holowitz, and in this tutorial we are going to talk about scheduling an activity to multiple contacts. And in this tutorial we're going to just focus on scheduling a call. I want you to know that whether you schedule a call, a meeting, or a to-do, it's all the same thing. It's just the choice. It's what you've decided to do. So first and foremost, what we need to do is we first have to look up the contacts we want to schedule something for. Now in this little database that I've used for these tutorials, we have about 130 contacts, give or take. And one thing I want you to know that's very important, and this might sort of throw a monkey wrench into the situation, but there are ways you can work around it. Act has this feature, or I don't know if you'd call it a feature, but it has this thing where you can only schedule an activity to up to 150 contacts at a time. In my opinion, that's a major flaw in the software. But having stated that, I just want to make you aware of that because if you need to schedule more than 150, you can run into a problem, and there are ways to work around that. I call it the Act 150. Having stated that, let me move on and show you how to schedule this. First of all, I'm going to go up and I'm going to click on Lookup, and I'm going to go to All Contacts because I know there's about 137 contacts in here. Next, I'm going to go up and click on Call. And at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to schedule a call. In this case, if I want to schedule it just to this person, that would be how I do it. I just click on Call. But what I can also do is down here where it says Contacts, I can click on this drop down and go Select Contacts. I can choose up here on the left-hand side, instead of just this particular contact, I could do all contacts in the database, which I could do because there's only 137, but I'm going to do the current lookup. So in other words, it's very important that before you do this, you find those 150 or less contacts that you want to schedule a call to. Next, I'm going to come down here. What the current lookup did is it took all the people in this lookup and put them right here. I'm going to come down to where I have the double arrows, and I'm going to click on that because that's add all, and it shoots them all over to the right hand side. And I'm going to click on OK. Now, there's something that I didn't do here that is very important as an Act user if you're about to do this. And to show you that, I need to back out of this and show you a very important setting you've got to change in Act before you ever get to this point. So I'm going to click Cancel. I'm going to go up to Tools, and I'm going to go down to Preferences. I'm going to click on Calendar and Scheduling, and I'm going to come over and down to where it says Scheduling Preferences, and I'm going to click on that. And I want you to observe something right here. See where it says Create Separate Activities when scheduling with multiple contacts? You have to click on that. For some reason, Act does this thing where if you don't do this option, it schedules this in sort of a weird way. So rather than go into that in detail, I'm just going to tell you before you even get to that point where I was at, you've got to go into the preferences and make sure this is checked off. So I'm going to click OK. I'm going to click OK again to get out of here, and I'm going to go back. So let's go up to the call. I'm going to schedule a call. It's going to think I'm going to do it for the current contact, but I'm going to click on the drop down, click on Select Contacts. Again, let's go through this again. I'm going to do the current lookup because I'd already done the lookup of the people I wanted to schedule it to. I'm going to click on the double arrows to send them all over to the right-hand side, and I'm going to click OK. So now what it does is it throws everyone's name up here in the schedule with. Regarding, I'm going to call it Test Call 1. Now I could add a color to it. I can set an alarm. If I have multiple people in the database, I can schedule it for them. But at this point in time, I'm just going to click OK, and this is going to schedule this call for everyone that I've chosen here. So again, I can do it up to 150 people, but in this case, I've done it for 137 people. So now we've scheduled the call. Let me double click on any one of these contacts. And next, I'm going to take you down to the Activities tab and show you that there's a call scheduled. If you want to see all these calls in a list, if you click on your task list, you'll see all these calls in a list. So that's how you schedule a call to multiple people. Remember, there are a couple things you have to do and be aware of, but it's a great way to schedule calls to make sure that things get done. My name is Tony Holowitz. Thank you very much.